Your calendar is absolutely jam-packed. Your to-do list is never ending, and you're wondering how you're supposed to make time for the things that actually matter when you can barely keep up with what's already on your plate. I hear this all the time from working moms juggling a 9 to 5, a side business, a house, kids, a family, and about 1,000 other responsibilities. Some of them include the invisible weight of the mental load. So if you've ever thought, I don't have time to figure out how to manage my time, this episode is for you. I'm Laura Davis, a time management strategist for busy working moms just like you. And today I'm sharing 4 practical strategies to help you make space for what matters most in life, even when things feel like a constant game of catch up. Now, before we get into today's episode, head over to thelauraddavis.com/workweek to grab my free Master Your Workweek challenge. This is a 5-day challenge that is going to help you implement what you learned in today's episode. All right, let's dig in. I want to start with a little truth bomb. You are not bad at managing your time. You just haven't learned the skill of time management with the complexities of a working mom's life. No amount of planners, color coding, or waking up at 5 a.m. can fix a system that isn't designed to support your real life. And that's why the first step for making time for what really matters isn't doing more. It's doing things differently. And no, you do not need an entire overhaul of your life to do this. What you need are a couple of small but very powerful shifts that free up mental space, physical time, and your decision-making energy. So here are a few things that you can start doing this week to help you. Strategy number 1 is to not redecide every single day what you're going to work on. And I'll explain to you what I mean by this. If you wake up each morning and think, what do I need to do today? What do I focus on today? You're actually using up precious energy before the day has even started. And so how do you fix this? You decide things once, right? So you assign tasks to specific days of the week, and you have a predetermined plan to get those things done on those certain days before that day ever arrives. And a good example of this is leveraging theme days for your life. And there are so many different ways to use theme days. But for example, in my business, I use theme days like this. On Mondays, that is when I write and or record videos for my YouTube channel. Tuesdays, I leverage that time to pitch myself for different PR features, reach out to folks for one-on-one collaborations, or have coffee chats or things like that. Wednesdays are dedicated to client check-ins. So either current or past clients, I will check in with them. Now, this doesn't mean that, I only put that high level thing on my calendar. I also make it really, really, really specific. So I know, for example, that Mondays are my YouTube days, but maybe there's a specific episode that I need to write or a specific episode that I need to record. That's what I'm going to have on my calendar for Monday so that I don't have to decide what I'm going to work on when Monday arrives, right? And when you do this, you stop trying to decide what to work on each day and you start actually executing the work and doing the work. Because sometimes we can get caught in this cycle of over planning because it feels safe instead of actually doing the work. So here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to look at the work that you do each week and see if there are any themes or commonalities that start to emerge. Can you group together tasks that are similar, like writing, content creation, admin, check-ins, etc.? Are there things that you can assign to a day of the week every single week? And keep it simple. You can always tweak this later, right? Another thing that I will say with theme days is that you can apply this to your personal life for things like cleaning routines, meal planning, workouts, things like that. For example, maybe you have Toilet Tuesday, where you deep clean your toilets every Tuesday, right? If you don't have a house cleaner, maybe Tuesdays are your toilet days. For meal planning, maybe you do pizza Fridays. Or for your workouts, maybe you know that Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are your workout days. Maybe Tuesdays are upper body, Thursdays are lower body, and Saturdays are full body. But see if there are some commonalities and theme days that you can develop in your life. Strategy number 2 is to use the 24-hour waiting rule. And this is a big thing here. I want you to stop saying yes in the moment, okay? Whether it is a volunteer ask, a favor from a client, or even a collaboration invitation from a friend or a business mentor. Give yourself 24 hours before committing. Why? Because we tend to say yes from impulse or from a place of guilt or from a place of should. So I should say yes to this. We're not really saying yes from alignment or from our actual capacity of what our availability allows us to take on. So this week, I want you to practice pausing. Say, let me check with my schedule and get back to you. That one sentence can save the future you from being overwhelmed and stuck in chaos. And here's another tip. You can even implement this with yourself. If you're a business owner, there's likely never a shortage of new ideas, right? And instead of constantly pivoting because of new ideas and that shiny object syndrome, make yourself take 24 hours to sit in the new idea before taking action toward it. Now, strategy number 3 is to automate or outsource one task. This week, okay, I want you to automate or outsource one task. You don't need to do everything yourself. I want you to hear that again. You don't need to do everything yourself. Now, think of one task that drains you, and it doesn't have to be done by you. Can this be something as simple as picking up the groceries for the week? Can it be creating recurring Amazon subscriptions for toilet paper or paper towels so that you don't have to think about it? Can it be hiring help for laundry this month if it's really busy, or hiring an extra cleaning week if you have house cleaners? Or can it be having your virtual assistant help you with business admin stuff? Even better, if you can, when you delegate and outsource something, if you can set it and forget it, right? So your action step for this week is to choose one thing to automate or delegate this week. Free up time without lifting a finger in the future. So for me personally, this looks like us having a house cleaner that comes twice a month. I also order groceries for pickup every single week, and sometimes I pick them up, sometimes Zach picks them up, but we have groceries ready to be picked up every week. I also lean on Zach to be primary for laundry. It is one of the best decisions I've ever made. I also say yes whenever my mom asks if she can help with something. So if my mom comes over and she's like, hey, is there something I can help with? I say yes. And then I tell her what I would love for her to help me with. Most of the time, that's doing Harper's laundry. And if you are seeing the theme here, laundry is the absolute bane of my existence. Now, strategy number 4 is to build in recovery time. You've heard me talk about this in other episodes with the ramp up and recovery time. Today, I want to focus primarily on recovery time because you are not a robot. And yet so many time management gurus and productivity bros on Instagram try to treat you like you are a robot. They are trying to tell you to power through if you're not feeling motivated. Or maybe they even say something like, F your feelings, follow the plan, right? Well, those people don't have kids. I'm just going to call it like I see it. Those people don't have kids. And kids affect your energy more than any other aspect of your life. And the truth is, rest is not optional, especially for us as working moms. It is required if you want to show up for the people and priorities that matter in your life. And I'll be honest, I could probably do an entire episode on this exact topic because I'm so passionate about it. But rest is important for you. Now, for my clients inside of Time Management Academy, they actually schedule recovery time and it makes them more productive, not less. And so for you this week, I want you to block 1 hour for you, just you, no guilt, and do not do anything productive. Binge a new Netflix show if you want to. I just finished Ransom Canyon. It's very good. Josh Duhamel makes a fantastic rancher. You can binge a Netflix show. You can sit in silence. You can read a book. You can drink coffee that actually stays hot. And during this hour, make your spouse take the kids for ice cream or go to the playground. Truly give yourself that time and space to exist in rest mode. This one is really important, okay? I want you to take that one seriously. So to recap, here are the 4 strategies. Decide what you're doing each day before the day actually arrives. Use the 24-hour waiting rule to protect your time and your capacity. Automate or outsource one recurring task for this week. And build in recovery time like your sanity depends on it, because it truly does. These shifts do not require more time. They actually create more time for you. And if you're ready for the full system that helps you actually feel in control of your time, I want you to go to theloradavis.com/workweek and join my free Master Your Workweek Challenge. You will learn how to create a weekly schedule that gives you clarity, peace, and more margin for what matters most in your days and your weeks. Because you deserve a system that works for your life, not one that runs you into the ground. All right, I will see you in next week's episode.